Hey, thanks for clicking on Fannin A Hot Head. I just love this little beast. You know, everybody loves bucking horses. Now, you may not like riding them old bucking horses much, but they make great subjects for cowboy art, I'll tell you. Now, this guy here, this is a contemporary buckaroo. Now, remember, buckaroos, cowboys from California, Oregon, Nevada, southern Idaho, western Utah. So all the gear you see on here is buckaroo gear, okay? So when you look at this, that's what you're seeing. It's good hardcore buckaroo piece. Now, you know this horse is a young horse, and you know that this is a horse just getting started, not only because he's bucking, but because of this on his head here. Now, this is called a hackamore. Now, it's a rawhide placelle, which is this little nose band. It's a head stall. That little rope you see right under here, that's called Theodore rope. And then this rope here is called a McCarty rope. Now, you'll notice the McCarty comes up. Now, this is braided horsehair in real life. And you'll notice it comes up, tucks into his leggings. Because see, if you're on one of these colts like this, and they go to buck, and let's say this little boy's going to get bucked off, if he bucks you off, he's still got a hold of you. And sometimes when you step off of a youngster, they'll kind of see you coming down, it'll kind of spook them, and they'll scat out from underneath you, and you still got a hold of them that way. So you tuck that into your leggings right there so they can't get away from you. Now, this particular saddle is a 3B Visalia saddle. It's a slick fork, which you typically ride 3B Visalias or Wade trees. It's a real pretty nice saddle. Just corner carved on there. You'll see the carving in it. Now, you'll notice something. I've got him with no spurs. I never start these youngsters with spurs. There's no need to do that, and you don't want to encourage bucking anyway if a horse starts to break in too, because you want to work off of just leg pressure. So he has no spurs on because that's how I start him. And then he's got, these are chink leggings, which are a short legging. They only come about halfway down your leg or sometimes a little longer in fringe. And his old belt, you know. And you see this old horse there. Now, you can kind of tell what's going on. He's just a squealing like a son of a gun here, you know. And see this old ear? He's listening back here. And he's looking forward here. And see this old guy here? He's just kind of hollering. He's got his old hat up. And see, some of these guys, now, I'm not a good bronc man, but some guys are. And you know, if there's people kind of watching, they'll kind of want to show off if an old horse breaks into. And they'll take their old hat, and they'll come down and kind of swat him on the old butt a little bit. And that's called fanning him. It makes him buck a little harder and gives him a chance to show off. And so this guy, he's kind of hollering at him, and see this old horse, he's listening, and he's looking this way, and he just sort of really broke up in two, and he's just going to swat him on the old tail end there with that hat and get him to buck a little harder if he can so he can show off. And I just love the S-curves. You can see an S-curve in a piece gives you lots of action, but it isn't that kind of rattles your teeth. It's pretty and it's actiony. This is an athletic kind of a colt, so he's really bolted up. You can see these S-curves all the way through the piece. It comes around and down, all the way around. It makes for a real pretty piece. So this piece and this old colt, you know, he's kind of a hot-headed son of a gun, so this old buckaroo, he's Fannin A Hot Head. Hey, thanks for letting me tell you.